Neoclassical architecture. Neoclassical architecture, a grand revival movement of the 18th and 19th centuries, channeled the spirit of ancient Greece and Rome. Imagine symmetrical buildings adorned with majestic columns, Doric, Ionic, you name it. Think clean lines and powerful forms. Picture the Lincoln Memorial. That's neoclassical in a nutshell. These structures aim to evoke order, balance, and a sense of civic virtue, a reflection of the Enlightenment's ideals. Art Deco. Art Deco was the party scene of architecture in the 1920s and 30s. Think skyscrapers dressed to impress with zigzags and shiny chrome. Forget fussy details. It was all clean lines and curves that screamed fast cars and flappers. Loved luxury too, with marble and glass everywhere. It was a celebration of the modern age, all glitz and glam. Baroque flourishing in 17th century Italy. Baroque architecture embraced drama over Renaissance restraint. Grandiose and emotional, it utilizes curving facades, soaring domes, and elaborate ornamentation. Light and shadow play a key role, creating dramatic effects and guiding the eye. Bold colors and strong contrasts heighten the impact. Think St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, a testament to Baroque's lasting influence. Modern architecture. Modern architecture, early 20th century, embraced functionality and clean lines. It broke away from ornamentation, favoring open floor plans, vast windows, and integration with nature. Steel, glass, and concrete became prominent materials, allowing for bold geometric shapes and cantilevered structures. This movement prioritized form following function, creating iconic buildings like the Bauhaus School and Barcelona Pavilion. Victorian architecture. Victorian architecture, 1837-1901, boasts a rich tapestry of styles. Homes feature asymmetrical layouts, steep rooflines, decorative trim like barge boards, and bay windows. Brick, stone, and wood are common materials. Gothic revival showcases pointed arches and stained glass, while Italianate boasts grand arches and bracketed cornices. Queen Anne displays half-timbering and decorative shingles. This elaborate and eclectic style reflects the Victorians' love of detail and their fascination with the past. Bauhaus flourishing in Germany between 1919 and 1933. Bauhaus architecture revolutionized design by blurring the lines between art and practicality. This movement championed mass production of functional yet beautiful objects. Clean lines, geometric shapes, and open floor plans became hallmarks of the style. Natural light played a starring role, with architects favoring steel, glass, and concrete to create airy, light-filled spaces. This influential approach aimed to democratize design, making aesthetically pleasing and functional objects accessible to everyone, not just the elite. Gothic architecture, flourishing from the 12th to 16th centuries, soared skyward with pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and stained glass windows. These dramatic elements, along with flying buttresses and towering spires, aim to inspire awe and draw worshippers closer to the divine. Light filtered through colorful stories depicted in the glass, bathing the interiors in a mystical glow. This style, a stark contrast to Romanesque, emphasized height, light, and a sense of spiritual yearning. Greek revival. Inspired by ancient Greek temples, Greek revival architecture, 1825 to 1860, reigned in the early American Republic. Buildings boasted symmetrical facades with low-pitched roofs and prominent columns, often Doric in style. White, reminiscent of Greek marble, dominated the color scheme. This grandeur evoked a sense of democracy's nobility, reflecting the nation's self-image at the time. Art Nouveau. Art Nouveau, flourishing in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, embraced nature's graceful curves. Whips of flowing lines and stylized flowers and insects adorned everything from posters to furniture. This decorative style broke away from rigid forms, using asymmetry and vibrant colors for a distinctly organic aesthetic. Deconstructivism. Deconstructivism, a late 20th century architectural movement, challenges traditional harmony. Buildings appear fragmented, with elements seemingly defying gravity. Tilted walls, clashing materials, and unexpected angles create a sense of controlled chaos. Unlike classical forms, deconstructivist structures aim to surprise and provoke thought. Famous examples include Gary's Guggenheim Bilbao and Hadid's Maxi Museum in Rome. Georgian architecture. Georgian architecture, flourishing in 18th century Britain, embodied elegance and proportion. Inspired by classical ideals, it favored symmetrical facades with rectangular windows, central doors, and Palladian details like columns and pediments. Red brick or painted stucco exteriors, often adorned with iron railings, conveyed a sense of order and sophistication. Grand estates and cozy townhouses alike embraced this timeless style. Renaissance architecture. Renaissance architecture, born in 15th century Italy, revived classical ideals. It emphasized symmetry, proportion, and geometric shapes like circles and squares. Buildings featured grand columns, arches, and domes, often inspired by Roman structures. Harmony and balance reigned, with clean lines and mathematical precision defining the style. Tudor architecture. Flourishing under the Tudor monarchs, 1485 to 1603, Tudor architecture exudes a sense of grandeur and comfort. Half-timbered walls with exposed beams in black and white create a charming facade. Bold, decorative chimneys rise from steeply pitched roofs, often topped with ornamental finials. Large, mullioned windows bathe rooms in natural light, while grand fireplaces anchor the living spaces. This marriage of practicality and aesthetics defines the enduring appeal of Tudor style. Brutalism. Brutalism, emerging in the mid-20th century, is an architectural style known for its raw and bold aesthetic. Buildings are constructed from exposed concrete, often featuring geometric shapes and repetitive elements. This style emphasizes functionality and prioritizes showcasing the materials themselves. While some find it harsh, brutalist architecture can also evoke a sense of monumentality and social purpose. Cape Cod. Cape Cod-style homes, born from necessity in 17th century New England, boast practicality and charm. Featuring symmetrical layouts, these 1.5-story structures are clad in shingles for weather resistance. Steep roofs with wide overhangs shed rain and snow, while central chimneys provided warmth. Double-hung windows offer light and ventilation. Cape Cod houses exude a sense of clean lines and enduring resilience. Industrial architecture. Industrial architecture prioritizes function over form. Rising in the 18th century, these buildings used exposed brick, iron, and glass for efficiency and durability. Vast open spaces with high ceilings accommodated machinery, while large windows provided natural light. Simple, geometric shapes and repetitive structures reflected a focus on utility. Though often raw, industrial architecture holds a certain grandeur, a testament to the era of innovation. Arts and crafts architecture. Rising in rebellion against industrial excess, arts and crafts architecture, 1860s to 1910s, championed natural materials and skilled craftsmanship. Think sturdy bungalows or craftsman homes built with local stone, brick, and wood. Simple lines and uncluttered exteriors reign supreme. Wide porches and built-in furniture promote connection with nature and a sense of community. The arts and crafts movement valued beauty in everyday objects, reflected in handcrafted details throughout the home.